Hey guys, happy to be back. Today I want to talk about the greatest health advocate of all times that I think is, and his name is Anthony William. He's alive today, and he is also called the medical medium. Now hold it right there, because I know the medical medium, like medium, that kind of rings negative, in certain ears. It certainly did that for me in the beginning, because of my Christian background. I kind of thought like, okay, who's this guy, like a medium? Like, that's not in my worldview. Like, that's not what I should believe, right? But the thing is, though, I think that he's not a medium for real. He's just called a medical medium. I even heard him say that he's not really resonating with that in one way, because he thinks he's more like a prophet, which is a little bit, I know, like cocky to say, I guess, but I think that he's right, because a lot of mediums, as I've understood it all, hears a voice inside of their head that they're channeling and like giving information to people. But the thing is that Anthony William has, since the age of 4, heard a voice outside of his head. Just my husband coming out here. So a voice outside of his head is telling him about health conditions and the chronically ill, and like what conditions people have and how they can heal. And I found that to be so fascinating, because it really has helped like millions of people throughout his books, and like the whole celery juice movement that he has started and stuff like that. Like he's been a New York Times best-selling author, and he has even come out with a spiritual book. But anyways, this spirit that he's talking to, that talks to him all the time outside of his right ear, actually said that he's like the highest spirit. There is no higher than me, than God, and that he's a word, and that word is compassion, and that God, who is love, the word love, but he's more than a word, right? God is more than the word, than a word. Also, compassion is more than a word, so he's like a living being. And it's this being that talks to Anthony William. Now, if you're not spiritually inclined, like, I understand if you don't believe me. But if you're here and these are new thoughts, then welcome to my channel.